think people are pretty surprised when they hear how early on I actually wrote the song. The idea, I can pretty much point the exact day that I thought I wanted to write the song. It was September 2014, the AFL Grand Final. I think it was Hawthorn. I can't remember even who they were playing. But as I always do every year, I hold out for the pre-match entertainment and the half-time entertainment. And this year, Mike Brady was doing his usual thing just before the game, singing Up There Kazali, and one day in September. And I just sat there thinking, I actually can't even remember the last time someone wrote a song for footy. And so over the next few days, I kept thinking about it, and I just thought to myself, I told the family, told Dad, and he thought, yeah, what a great idea, why don't you write a song for footy? So over the next 6 months, I got a chorus and a few other bits and pieces, and I had a melody, and I got a bit stuck on the verses, so I sent it out to my friend who was in Canada at the time, I think, and he's awesome with lyrics, and he sent me back heaps of stuff, and I mixed and matched it with mine. And then once we had it all together, it kind of wasn't just about footy anymore. Because it didn't actually specifically say anything about footy. It kind of just spoke about living for the moment and chasing your dreams. And so then we changed it a little bit and thought, well, maybe we can do it now for any sport, and any sport can kind of take it on, and we can hopefully use it for some advertising or some hype before a game or something like that. And yeah, it just developed from there. The song changed a fair bit over the years. Obviously it was a long process, so initially it was about football, and then we moved on a little bit further and it was about all sports, and then it came to late 2015, our mum was diagnosed with a pretty serious stage of cancer, and the whole song came to a stop, and we'd finished recording it, but we stopped advertising and we stopped doing other things, and it kind of put a few things into perspective. And a year later, in October 2016, she unfortunately passed away. But during that period, or that year, she showed us kind of what living for the moment meant. And then the whole song took another meaning again, and we decided we'd go to it, take it even further, and instead of it just being for sport, it became about life. It became about, you know, chasing your dreams. Towards the end of her battle, she was bedridden, neck brace, on oxygen, and she decided she wanted to do the City to Bay Fun Run, which is a 12k run, 6k walk in Adelaide. And obviously doctors at the time said, no, you can't even leave the bed. But she was determined and she wanted that moment, so they put a wheelchair together with oxygen and everything she needed, and me and a few of our friends pushed her the 6Ks, and she danced the whole way through, and I think she fell asleep a couple of times, but when it came to the music, she was always dancing, and it just showed really what living for the moment means, and it showed that she lived her life through that. Even after Mum left us, other things happened. My brother, who was playing for the Crows at the time, he got his first game in, I think it was June 2017, and it was a pretty good game, and there was about 46,000 people at the stadium. It was a Crows versus St Kilda, and Crows won, but during the last quarter, Jono got a handball out to him on the forward flank and bought 2 players, sold him some candy, and kicked this ripper goal, and I think everyone in the stadium, it just erupted. It was the loudest noise I've ever heard in my entire life, and the whole team jumped on him, and he threw his fist up in the air and just screamed, and just that's for you, Mum. So, ever since he was a kid, he'd wanted to play footy, so that was just another bit of proof of living for the moment. The film clip went through a ton of different processes. It was, we weren't sure how to tell the story. That we went from trying to get big name players or big name sports stars to kind of do some little spots in the music video to help advertise it and so people can see that they, you know, how they got to their dream. But in the end, I ended up using a young boy, my little brother Kylan, and he does an awesome job of just showing what it's like to be a kid and having a dream. And I always think when you're a kid, you've always got these big dreams and these big things you want to do in life, and then you get older and you go, oh, it's not a career, I can't, you know, I won't make enough money from that, and you push them aside, and then it's not till you get even older again that you go, oh, I should have just done it. I really hope Living for the Moment can inspire a lot of people, our fans, our friends, family, anyone who listens to the song. I really hope it inspires them to push, you know, for what they've always dreamt of doing, push for the moment, live for the moment, keep kicking those goals, and yeah, it'd be amazing. 28 Eden's got a fair bit in store for us. We're working on a new EP we should have released in the coming months with about 5 or 6 songs, so that's pretty exciting, and we're just looking forward to playing more shows and getting our music out there and finally writing more and more of our own material.
We're living for the moment, living for the day, living